Saints Row 5, baby. Okay, but let me start off with something. Saints Row is an open world paradise that was first launched in 2006. It has been many years after the last Saints Row game was released, and now the world begs the question: when are we going to get the continuation of this series that is very popular and known? Where is Saints Row 5? And in this video I will try to find out what happened to the upcoming legendary title and if it will happen or not. The game has been always criticized for being a cheap Grand Theft Auto knockoff, and this may hold be true for the first title, but after the first game, Volition, who's behind the development of the Saints Row franchises, made its sequel in 2008 and has been even bigger and better than Saints Row 1. The game has a vast open world, free roam to explore, and had far more interesting activities in the world than its rival, which was none other than GTA 4. The game faced fierce competition at the beginning, but later gamers understood that even though the story wasn't that great, the open world experience was a little superior compared to its rivals. And now it went a huge success. The Studio 10 also decided to launch it on more platforms. The first one was an Xbox 360 exclusive, which 10 later releases were also supported on the PC. The studio was on par with Rockstar with their game development mate Saints Row the 3rd in 2011. It had all the legacy of its predecessors, but also introduced a better storyline and a much more polished graphics. It didn't have any funny looking character movements, which was made everyone called it just a cheap copy. This was an original Saints Row. However, it wasn't going very well for the studios. They went bankrupt and the game publishing rights were bought another firm called Deep Silver. Despite such pitfalls, the studio managed to deliver Saints Row 4, and its primary rival was none other than GTA 5, Rockstar's best yet. The fourth installment took just 2 years, and this time Volition went all wild with this one, and they added quick elements you can think of in a fantasy open world shooter. The game had mutants, aliens and whatnot. Despite the gangster's roots, the game had superpowers for the character that can control open world objects on their will. However, it changed its path since Saints Row 5, or have we? Volition has released a game named Agents of Mayhem, which has been similar ties and some graphic themes similar to the Saints Row series. A similar third-person shooter from Volition, some funny cheese dialogues along with an eccentric squad of characters along your journey in the same universe as the Saints Row was. So everyone begs the question, why isn't this called Saints Row 5? Well, it has all the recipe that matches its prequel. However, even though the original Saints Row 5 is in development, we haven't seen anything in their job listings that could point out that yes, there are things rolling of its development and Evolution, which surprised everyone as they did with the 4th installment. Because the Saints Row series can handle another pushback when Rockstar launches GTA 6 and also the open world western sequel Red Dead Redemption 2, it will be a tough battle for Saints Row 5 to stand out, even if the graphics are realistic, but if it lacks the original soul, which by the time should be remembered and won't get lost. So the answer to the question where Saints Row 5 is now, well, Agents of Mayhem is your Saints Row 5 somehow. The game has many similarities, just cuts down from gangster and silly dialogues, and has been based on an original story. Nothing here feels like a copy of Grand Theft Auto, which finally sets it free to have its own identity. It's also said that Volition and Deep Silver isn't just naming the game like Saints Row 5. So it takes place after the Saints Row got out of hell and has all the expected over-the-top gameplay in huge open world environment. By and the developers, the meantime perfected 5th sequel in this long-going Saints Row series. Superpowers are Saints Row unique flair, however, looks like the most fans are learning towards dropping the idea of any superpowers being in the game. However, such unique abilities in the game are a thing for Saints Row, and for this a great solution would be to use them, if not only if their user toggles them much like cheating in Grand Theft Auto. How about that? Well, honestly, here are some things that are expected for the next Saints Row, the 5th edition. It would be great to go back to its gangster roots, bringing back the resemblances to Saints Row 2, also add a wide range of weapons and new superpowers, maybe, I hope not, but who knows what Volition is up to. Ability to customize cars and the character's body parts type like customizable heads and masks and all that. AI powered enemies and bosses. And a complete new large city, or as many fans want, a combo of Steelport and Stillwater. broadcasting to the player cast in the city on a giant screen near new offices in the city. Collapsible city buildings, where your weapons will damage them. Environmental changes as per mission nature. It will also be cool to add a photo mod to capture your epic moments with the game and share it online with the community. And with multiplayer games such as PUBG, Saints Row could also get its online multiplayer area with Saints Row 5 online. So just like for Saints Row 4, the company was made a surprising announcements. There will come a day when same might happen with the release of Saints Row 5. We might see the first year consider the game entering development in 2015 or late 2016. The trailer will arrive somewhere in mid 2018 and early 19. But stay tuned, I have some interesting news to share with you after this one. So with the increasing open world concepts moving on, such as Watch Dogs 2, Mafia 3, Saints Row has its bizarre flavor and takes on the open world genre, and this will never die. The Saints will be undoubtedly returning with the 5th sequel in 2018 or 19 or 2020. You can also upgrade the sound quality involvements in the Saints Row game series by choosing a good budget gaming headset. So we hope that Saints Row 5 is gonna come out, and I hope it's gonna be soon. But let me show you something interesting that some dude tweeted at me, and it's pretty interesting. So you guys know Gamescom. It's a convention when more games are shown, new IPs. It's kind of an E3, but with a lower budget, I think, or something like that. It's not really E3, but it's Gamescom, so you might know it. Okay, so one of my fans tweeted this at me, and I think it's a hint towards Saints Row 5, so let's hear it out. So in the Gamescom 2018, THQ Nordic will announce a title based on the publisher's established brand, which is also Saints Row, and Deep Silver will make a new announcement. So after all this waiting, is this going to be a Saints Row related trailer or something like that? Well, I do hope it is. So I really hope that Saints Row 5 is gonna be at Gamescom. I really think that it's going to be because THQ Nordic and Deep Silver will make announcements, and what will be a better announcement than a new Saints Row title? Like, for real. So if Saints Row 5 is gonna be at Gamescom, are they gonna tease us with a trailer or with a gameplay trailer? Now, we all know that Saints Row should go back on its roots and be something similar to Saints Row 1 or 2, but what is going to be shown at Gamescom, and is it going to even be a Saints Row at Gamescom? Like, Deep Silver and THQ should announce Saints Row 5, and I think they're gonna do that at Gamescom 2018, but they also have other IPs to show, not only Saints Row. So is this going to be a Saints Row announcement? We don't know, but it's going to be Gamescom 2018 soon, and after that we're gonna see if Saints Row was announced there or not, or at least teased. So yeah, this is everything I had to show you guys for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like on it. If you want to follow me on IG, you can see it in the link below. You can add me there and we can speak via DMs and shit like that. It will be awesome. So yes, this has been the end of my video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like on it, and I'll see you at my other videos. Have a good one, fams.
Get out of the way!
Romanian motherfucking Latino, Romanian motherfucking Latino, fresh as a motherfucking G-ho, fresh dope boy with a kilo, eyes bleed in my smoke, yo, I'm kicking pussy like Dojo, low key and no low, but bring it down like rain, yo.
That go deep now, slow it down.